Welcome to the deep dive. We sift through the sources, pull out the key insights, and basically give you a shortcut to being well informed.
Exactly.
Today, we're doing a really fascinating deep dive into the Gemini horoscope outlook for the second half of September 2025. Our sources show, well, kind of a mixed bag, potential wins, some surprises, and maybe a few wake-up calls for Geminis.
Yeah, it looks like a journey from high energy to needing a bit more careful thought.
And we're here to help you navigate it all.
Absolutely. The goal here isn't just, general predictions. We want to give you a structured look, break down the patterns, and really pull out actionable insights.
So you understand what the stars might be suggesting for the next few weeks.
Precisely. It's about finding what's really important, what's relevant for you in this forecast.
Okay, powerful mission. Let's dive right in then. That first part of the period, say September 15th to the 21st.
Right.
Sources suggest this is pretty exciting. Lots of positive energy, lots of opportunity, it seems.
Yeah, this initial stretch looks really dynamic. The momentum builds quite significantly in a couple of key areas.
Like what?
Well, first off, communication. Your skills aren't just good, they are people are genuinely listening.
Okay, genuinely listening.
Yeah,
What does that mean exactly? More than just hearing words.
definitely. Think resonance. With Mercury, your ruling planet in a strong position, trining Jupiter in your communication zone, it's like your words have extra weight, extra influence. So projects you've been working on, they could get noticed. Ideas, they could really gain traction now.
So if you've been holding back on pitching something or maybe having a tricky conversation,
This could be the prime time. Your ability to, explain things clearly, maybe bridge different viewpoints, it's amplified.
interesting. But Geminis are naturally talkative, right? How do they make sure this energy translates into effective communication, not just more noise?
That is a great point. It's not about volume, it's about quality and intention. That Jupiter influence, it rewards optimism, conviction, but also clarity.
So be purposeful.
Exactly. Think storytelling, clear analogies, really engaging people emotionally and intellectually. Your natural wit. Sharper now, you'll be persuasive.
Okay, impact is key. Got it. Where else does this strong communication flow lead?
Well, it naturally flows into collaborations and connections. The outlook points to new partnerships, maybe opening unexpected doors.
Serendipity.
Kind of like those chance meetings that actually lead somewhere important, personally or professionally. Socially, you're vibing. Expect good support from friends.
Nice.
And significantly, there's a real chance of meeting someone new who could be quite important down the line.
Important how? Romantically.
Professionally.
Could be either or both. The potential is there for a significant connection. It's a time to be open, really. Destiny might be lining things up.
Wow. Okay, so presence and just being proactive seem crucial then.
Absolutely.
So for you listening, how can you really lean into this? Use these communication skills, these social openings. Any ideas you've been sitting on?
A project, a proposal, maybe even just a heartfelt chat you've been putting off. This sounds like the time the universe is giving you a green light.
It really does. Seize it. Engage with it. Recognize your voice has extra power right now.
And those connections have extra potential.
Don't let them slip by. Even the casual ones might matter more than you think.
Okay, that sounds like a fantastic start to the second half of the month. But, cosmic weather changes.
It always does.
What happens as we move into later parts, say the 22nd to the 30th? Sources say things get, a little trickier. Maybe reality check.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. If the first half is outward expansion, this part is more about inward reflection and careful navigation.
Okay.
The sun moves into Libra. We get some challenging aspects, maybe a square to Pluto, things that tend to bring these reality checks.
So what areas need attention?
A few key ones. First, finances, financial foresight. The sources warn about potential surprise expenses.
Oh dear, trouble.
Not necessarily trouble, it's more of an encouragement, really, to be smart and proactive with your money.
So review the budget, maybe.
Exactly. Geminis can be curious, sometimes impulsive, right? So a surprise might be jumping on a new opportunity without checking the cost, or just an unexpected repair popping up.
Right.
The advice is use your sharp mind before you spend. Check the budget. Maybe build a small buffer.
Turns a potential crisis into just a thing you handle.
Precisely. It avoids the stress.
I get that.
Yeah.
But Geminis are so adaptable. Couldn't they just figure it out on the fly if something unexpected happens? Why the need for foresight now?
That's insightful. Yes, they're adaptable, but the challenge here, maybe with Pluto involved, is these surprises might trigger deeper anxieties, perhaps around security.
Ah,
So planning ahead isn't just about the money, it's about avoiding that stress, that emotional drain, especially if energy is already stretched. It
ah,
keeps your cool adaptability for creative stuff, not just putting out fires.
okay, that makes a lot of sense. What else needs watching towards month end?
Energy management. There's a warning about feeling drained from juggling too much.
Story of my life. But especially for Geminis, right? They love multitasking.
They thrive on it. But this period asks you to pause and assess, where is your energy really going? What's essential? What brings real value?
And what can wait? Or be delegated.
Exactly. It's like the universe is saying, you can do it all, but maybe not all at once right now without consequences. It's about self care, setting boundaries.
Protecting your energy.
Hmm.
Finite resource.
Crucial. Prioritize quality over just quantity of activity.
That's hard though, especially for Geminis. Saying no can feel like missing out.
It can, but the focus now seems to be internal consolidation. Your energy becomes key for navigating external pressures, especially relationship stuff with the sun in Libra.
Yeah.
Burnout impacts everything. So choosing nourishing activities and connections over just filling the diary, that's the smarter play. Boundaries protect your ability to show up where it counts.
Powerful lesson. Which probably connects to the next point.
Absolutely. Relationships might need extra patience. Uh-oh. Huh? Not necessarily uh-oh, just awareness. Prioritize keeping it real and honest to avoid misunderstandings.
Because when you're drained or stressed,
Exactly. Tempers can fray, communication gets harder. So for Geminis, whose strength is communication, the challenge is to use that skill for real connection, even when it's tough.
honesty and empathy.
And patience with others and with yourself in expressing tricky feelings. Directness over assumptions.
Good advice anytime, but especially now.
And finally, very directly, watch your health. Rest, hydrate, don't overwork.
The basics, but so important.
Totally. It's not just about dodging a cold, it's about overall well being. Physical health supports mental and emotional resilience.
So if you neglect rest,
You feel more drained, more stressed, communication suffers. It all connects. So make self care non negotiable. It's an investment in handling everything else.
okay, this is all very actionable stuff for you listening. What steps can you take, like right now, to prepare for later in the month? Maybe it really is just an hour looking at finances this weekend, not fearfully, but proactively.
Empowered preparedness.
Right. Or consciously blocking out some downtime in your calendar, treating rest like it's productive.
It is.
Or thinking through how you'll handle a sensitive conversation, maybe jotting down points for clarity and patience.
Small steps can make a huge difference.
It's about being the architect, isn't it? Not just reacting, especially with finances, energy, communication.
Being forewarned is forearmed. It turns challenges into growth opportunities.
So let's pull this together. We've gone through the Gemini outlook for late September 2025. Started with that high energy, smooth sailing bit,
Recognition, connections, opportunities.
and then shifted into this phase needing more intention. The reality check. Slow down, budget smart, communicate clearly. Quite the contrast.
It really is. And the big message that comes out of synthesizing all this, especially for mutable Gemini energy, flexibility is key. But not just avoiding challenges, it's about adapting thoughtfully to them, pivoting without losing your balance, adjusting expectations without feeling defeated.
Using that Gemini adaptability strategically.
Exactly. Not as a quick fix, but as a core strength.
So less about hoping problems vanish, more about being ready, maybe even transforming them.
Precisely. And that adaptability fuels resilience. The outlook says keeping priorities straight helps you handle the challenges and end the month stronger.
Turning setbacks into growth.
Right. When you know what really matters, your well-being, core finances, key relationships, you use your energy better.
And those practical tips: slow down, budget smart, communicate clearly.
They're not just defensive, they're tools for empowerment. They help you navigate the tricky bits, learn from them, and come out stronger, more self-aware, building a solid foundation.
What's striking here for you listening is this goes beyond just a horoscope, right? But it feels like a blueprint for adaptability.
It really does.
How can you apply this mindset, proactive preparation, flexible response, to other areas of your life? Use these insights for broader growth.
Project management, family life, personal goals.
The principles are universal, aren't they? Clear communication, managing energy, financial sense. It's about learning to surf the waves, not get knocked over.
A powerful sense of agency comes from that.
It really does. Recognizing the ebb and flow and choosing how you engage.
Profound, really.
Okay, so we've unpacked the core insights for Gemini mid to late September 2025. Hopefully, this deep dive has given you a useful roadmap, some valuable perspective to take forward.
And maybe it leaves us with a question to think about. In any forecast, astrological or otherwise, are we just passive observers? Or can understanding the likely ebb and flow empower us to actively shape our experience?
To emerge stronger, no matter the initial outlook.
Exactly. Something to mull over.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for joining us on this deep dive. We hope you'll reflect on how these insights might apply to your own journey. Until next time, stay curious and keep diving deep.